Oh my gosh, I don't know. Um. Oh, that's a new video. Is you? If I can't have you, I don't know what to do. There we go. There we go. La 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 la. I think I'm live. I think I'm live at work. All right. All right. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out. You know what? I'm gonna have to build like a members only. Um, I'm gonna have to build a members only template within Streamlabs because the breaking news and stuff doesn't make as much sense right here. Um, so I'll figure that out as we go. But okay, this is different. It's exciting. Angel Padilla, party time. Yes. Yo, we back. Okay, it took me a little bit of time to figure it out. I thought that it was gonna let me go through YouTube and do some stuff on the back end. Back in the old days when we would stream on YouTube, all you had to do was go through YouTube on the back end, and then you could just put in your title and stuff like that, and you were good to go. Now you got to use like Streamlabs, OBS. You got to use StreamYard, a bunch of different stuff. It's crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel right now very similar to how I felt like the first time ever when me and Flaco went live on the channel. I still remember it was I think it was like it was either very, very, very close to mine or Flaco's birthday. I think it was mine. And I remember we were eating Chinese food. And I was super nervous about it. And I remember I was partly eating the Chinese food because I was trying to like distract myself from the moment because I was feeling a lot of like anxiety about it. Because when you edit videos, you can kind of hide behind a little bit, you know. There's like a distance. But live, I mean, it is what it is. You're right there in real time. There's no running away. There's no hiding. And that's kind of how I feel right now. Where's Kaimon? I know that when we go a little bit too late, Kaimon has to dip out. I think he's in a different time zone, and I have noticed when we go a little bit too late, he has to dip out. I think he's a responsible individual that has to get up early and handle his business. So, I'm not going to jump to conclusions, and I'm not going to declare him dead like I did earlier. I think that he just has some stuff that he's got to do. So, is this where you could say bad words? I mean, I can't control what the people do in here. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be trying to affect free speech. But it's just not my style personally. So that's still not gonna be something that I'm doing. I'm not trying to judge anybody. We should get members only jackets with it. Oh, you know what would be cool if that new hey, that's pretty bad actually. That new merch store that I'm using, Fourth Wall, it has like way more stuff than Teespring had. And it has like a bunch of cool jackets even and other stuff too. But specifically because you mentioned jackets right now, it would be cool to make some kind of members only merch. The only thing I'd have to figure out, and whatever, maybe people could get it if they want. They would just be a bunch of posers, you know. The only thing is we wouldn't be able to keep non-members from getting it, you know. Now, if I had a different setup and I wasn't relying on something like Fourth Wall and I had like my own warehouse and I was making my own merch, then it would be different because then I would be like, every person that signs up to be a member, then I could just like ship them a jacket or something. Be like, here's your reward right here. You got a members only jacket. But it would have to be different setup right now. What's up, Justin? Big Mike just made another cup of coffee. Cup of coffee. Yeah. Christopher Keeve. Took me a sec to get here. Hey, Wilson Mitchell, it's all good. It took me a sec to get here too. Took me a little bit to get here too. I haven't done one of these in this fashion yet, so it took me a little bit to figure out how to set it up. I thought it was gonna let me do it an easier way, but I had to go the long route. It won't let me view this on my TV. Oh, you know why? Now, hopefully it's something that you can figure out, because I know a lot of times, especially on the TVs, they make them a lot more complicated than they should be. But this is what I had to do on my TV. Do you happen to know, Justin, when you watch on TV, are you logged in? Like, have you downloaded the YouTube app on, like all the TVs are smart TVs now? You have to download the app and sign into your YouTube account. Now, if that doesn't work, then I don't get it. It must just be some other crazy level of clearance for memberships. But I'm almost positive as long as you're signed into your account in which you have a membership here, it should work. Search party for Kaimon is on standby. Search party for Kaimon on standby. He's probably asleep because he has to wake up early for work. It's all good. Thank God it's summer. I could be You know what? I had somebody telling me, somebody that I know that works at a school. They were telling me about this open position, and they were saying like, "Hey, I'm in real good," and with the dude that I could talk to, and then maybe I could work over there. I was like, bro, working school hours with the weekends off, summers off, no OT, you can go home on time. I thought that would sound like a pretty sweet setup. But I mean, if I could do YouTube full time, that's even a sweeter setup, So I'm trying to, if I could make this make sense, if I could make this work, because that would be probably a lot sweeter than like a crazy, like self-contractor kind of solar schedule or setup, right? Because when it's solar, anytime it's sales, then it allows you to get back into that workaholic mindset. If you're working at a school from like 7:30 to 3:30, you're not gonna be a workaholic. 3:30, you go home. So yeah, I'm kind of jealous of that school schedule. Okay, we got some people. We got a little bit of push right here. We got some interest in a members only jacket. For sure, if I had like my own factory and I was doing my own thing, that would be like a no-brainer. But I'd have to figure out if there's a way to communicate with someone at the website, or if they give like creator promo codes or something like that, where you can like case by case. Like, let's say they gave me some kind of code where if I just wanted to give it to anyone at any time, I'd be like, I shoot them the thing and be like, here, use this on your order, and every time you get this much off or something. That would be cool. I'll have to see, because I haven't even hardly put up, there's hardly any merch I've even put up on there yet. I need to spend some more time researching it. I'm just still trying to balance like this new lifestyle of being so active on here. And also, somebody ordered a Cameo too. Someone ordered a Cameo for me the other day, and I have to do it tonight because the deadline's tomorrow. So just all this stuff I'm trying to do, I need to manage my time good so I could just cover all these areas right here. 5th round rope-a-dope crew. Cast it to your TV. Oh yeah, that'll probably work too. Worst case. Oh, you got it? You logged in? Nice. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad I could help. That's amazing. ARJR721. The only person we're missing now is Zach Hughes. It's all good. And he's on a different part of the world too. So he has to get up early too. Start slaughtering those cows. Sadly, it's almost over. My summer vacay's coming to an end. What's up, Ryan? Hey, for real, Angel, for real. I was watching something the other day where I like to watch some of they're soothing, Sometimes I'll watch videos like why 1984 was the greatest year ever, or like TV will never be like it was in the 90s, or like some of these retro ones. And they were using a bunch of those old TVs in the video. Man, I remember my grandma had one of those ones that was built into like a whole big old furniture thing. Like, remember those old wooden ones? There's like a whole shelf or cabinet. And there's like a record player in it too. Yeah, Marloca. I mean, if I have to, I mean, again, best case, dream scenario, I could keep this train going, and if I can, I'm gonna just keep making this better and better, and I'm gonna be able to add to the streams. Like, best case, I'll be able to stream, and that same day I'll have uploaded a video talking about some breaking news, but then I'm also editing some stuff with like breaking down a fight, or maybe me and Flacco are doing something like people don't understand. I want it to be like a whole full-fledged, like there's just so many different types of content coming out constantly. I don't want to just do like one stream a day and that's it. I feel like I put in my work. I want to be an active champion. Oh, I appreciate that, Angel. That's what's up. Yeah, that's cool, Justin. That's cool. No, paper's cool. I like that. Old school. I don't know how people do it on computers. I feel like something gets lost there, That's like too close to just being AI. So we have a Discord, Alan Brooks. We have a Discord. You know what? Since this is a members only, I always feel like, how am I gonna do this? But since this is a members only stream, let me see how long it'll take me to find it. They made the members only stream, the members only tab, weird. Like sometimes it's hard to find stuff. But I believe this is it right here. It used to just go from from oldest to newest or whatever, and now it's like all over the place. They do it weird. If nobody has ever found this before, here is the link to the Discord. Obviously, never mind that. Let me delete that. I don't want you to think I'm trying to get you to PayPal me. Let me remove that. I just copied it. I don't know why it didn't copy. Well, it did PayPal again. Well, I guess it's a sign, guys. Why isn't this working? Copy. I feel like when Angel Padilla gifted itself a membership. There it is. That is weird. Like 2 times a Floridian slip. So there's a Discord right there. Obviously, there's nothing funny about it. It's free. There's no weird. I mean, it's just like any other Discord. Now I don't know if there's any truth to this, but apparently, not too long ago, there was a couple people in our Discord that like met up and got together, and they're like living together now or something like that. Does that sound familiar? Does anybody know anything about that story? Somebody kind of brought it up the other day, so I don't know what's going on. It's getting freaky deaky in there. Billy the Cater, I'll do what I can. I don't want no sloppy work. That would be bad. Some patches, that would be bad. I remember when I first started the channel, that was one of the original ideas. And I was working with a homie on that about making some patches because I wanted it to be like old school karate type of stuff. But it just didn't play out that way. But patches would be cool. Grandmaster, it's only us and you. I'm in the Midwest. All right. Midwest, that sounds nice. My best friend is a teacher, won North Carolina Teacher of the Year twice, bro. Twice? Once is crazy. Twice? Segregation has begun. For real. Hey, you guys wanted it. I just listened to the people. Can't even see how many people are here. It adds a cozy vibe. You know what? I kind of like that. I actually looked up a couple times. I was trying to figure out how many people were here, and it made me feel a little anxious because I didn't know. And it was like, I need to know, because I'm always like, just being a creator, you're so paranoid, and just everything is all about the analytics. So it kind of makes it nice to not know, actually. Build that paywall. I like patches so I could put them on my biker vest. Oh, that's cool. I only sleep 3 hours and still go crush a 13-hour day. Dang, are you on that 5-hour energy? I used to have a job where I would work crazy hours like that, and a couple times I had 2 5-hour energies because I was trying to get 10 hours, and I just felt like I was gonna die instead. But they were so good. That's old school Tarantino. Can we ignore John Smith? Wait, who's John Smith? Is there John Smith in here? Who's John Smith? What's up, Josh? I was like, is there someone in here acting up? What happened? Can anyone can learn CAD? Not everyone could just put graphite on paper and make something beautiful naturally. Nothing against CAD. No, respect. CAD. What does that stand for? I know I've heard that before. Something. I have no idea. Smooth Discord link. Oh, he been in the Discord. Did the live restart? No. This is the members only. This one's different. The love guru? You didn't notice my apartment in the attic, right? Wait, what? What are you talking about? I remember someone talking about it, but then I tuned out. Man, I wonder, some people are getting freaky in there. I don't know what's going on. Back like vertebrae. I have found my people. Bro, again, this community, there's not another community, especially in the MMA. In the MMA bubble, people are crazy. People are animals in the MMA bubble. I go on some of the other YouTubers' channels. The comment sections are just gross, man. I don't understand it. I got all my homies with me. Smash the like button. We know how many are here. That's right. And I won't see how many people like until I refresh it either. But yeah, we that will be a good indicator right there. It's just weird though. No matter how many people are, no matter how much someone's down with the channel, somebody you just like they'll die before, like they're allergic to the like button. I don't get it. Like ever since I became a YouTuber, I'm like, I get the currency now. I understand it. It's just like when I started working at Pizza Hut and I realized how important it was, like how good it makes someone feel when you tip them. And it was like, I can't, because when I was a lot younger, I'd be like, and I know it sounds messed up now, but I was stupid. I was a lot younger. And I'd be like, that's their job though. Like I need my money. I can't just be giving them extra money after I'm already paying for my food. And then after I became someone who would receive tips, I was like, bro, I could never do that again. Like it means so much. I never won Teacher of the Year, but I did take on and win in dodgeball single-handedly against the third graders. Angel was in there like Billy Madison. That's pretty cool, actually. Hey, third graders don't play around either. They'll go for like they're trying to kill you, you know, because they don't understand, like they don't know their own strength. Like adults will hold back. Well, maybe, but kids won't for sure. John Smith, he is the dude that married Pocahontas, right? At least that's what the movie said. I don't know if it was true. Sweet just joined under my content creator account, ABJ. ABJ, wait, you have a content creator? I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna screenshot this. You're a YouTuber? It won't let me open it right here. Computer aided drafting. Oh, that sounds like cheating. Even just the way it sounds, computer aided. Yeah, that's cheating. You're better. You're better. There's at least 400 people here. At least. Yeah, whoever. Oh, who was it? I feel bad. Was it Billy the Kidder? Someone that did the most gifted, the most recent gifts for memberships on the other stream. Most Davis is saying thank you. They're fat burners. That's what I take for energy. Wait, what is Lipodrine? Okay. They burn fat and they give you energy? Dang. Vectorworks. Oh, dang. Hey, no disrespect, Hoser. The guy, no disrespect. I apologize. I left when the Discord became racist. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I might regret this. Let me peek in there right now. Why do people have to be so stupid? I don't remember my password. Choose the image that shows ways to travel. I think that's the only one. Okay, that's very disappointing to hear. So stupid. I mean, I don't know what I'm expecting. It's not like I'm just gonna open it up and be like, oh, racist, unless it did get that bad. But like you're just close already. I'm trying to. All right, I'm just peeking in here real quick. I don't want to be boring and just read something while you're on here, but trying to remember how to even. Okay, here we go. So I like what Venture Moose has right here. Before joining the chat, please take a moment to read and acknowledge the server guidelines. This is not a list of everything that's prohibited in the server, so use common sense and respect the moderators. If they ask you to stop doing something, don't be annoying. Spam, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, just very common stuff. No slurs, no this or that. Wait, how come I can't get past this message? Okay, here we go. Well, I mean, to be honest, this is the first time that I've been logged in for quite a while. So I'll come back to it now that I'm logged in. Let me see. Did this dude say something that's gonna hurt my feelings? GM's new formula with less editing, straight off the beanie, still amazing, and the consistency. I feel like the channel's gonna explode. Hope I'm right because he deserves it for real. I thought he was gonna be like, his new formula, it's not for me. I'm out. It was nice being here. I need the edits. That was cool. David Capico. I'm behind the GM's vids, but I hope he's trolling about the Taliesin TKO being a bad stoppage. What do you think? I'll revisit this later. I don't want to be boring, but it is disappointing to hear that people were being whatever way that made it feel like that. That's very frustrating. Christopher Keefe says, I don't watch any other MMA channels. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. It makes me wonder, like, I don't want to put you on the spot, but like, do you watch MMA? Like, do you buy the fights and stuff like that, or was there just something on the channel that you like but don't even necessarily care about, like UFC? I don't know. That always fascinates me because it kind of opens that door to me that maybe I could expand a little bit. It's always cool when some people are into the channel but not necessarily into mixed martial arts. Like, they're into Mexican martial arts but not necessarily mixed martial arts. Tarinto, here's what I did not anticipate. Donations in the members chat. That's crazy. That's above and beyond. You guys have you're already on the other side of the paywall. You don't got to do nothing like that. But I appreciate that. Thank you, Tarinto. Tell us about your day, fool. Also, how are things going? So tomorrow, someone's coming over, and they're taking a bunch of pictures of the house. And they were over here sometime last week, and there was a lot of things that were suggested for us to do and kind of stage it a little bit, make it look nice, get it all ready and stuff like that. So it's been pretty stressful. So I woke up today and I was doing crazy yard work all day, just tearing up parts of the yard and putting some soil down and taking grass out of areas that grass shouldn't be, and moving a bunch of yard stuff and tools around, and just making sure every kind of window and stuff is clean, and trimming branches, and then I had to take one of my kids to physical therapy because they broke their leg a few months ago. And I mean, the day just it was nothing but housework, yard work, just crazy nonstop all day, just trying to catch up. Long story short, it's just been a lot of Groundhog Day the last few weeks, just getting the house ready. So we could squeeze as much out of it as possible. And we're going to need to, I mean, we're really relying on equity to get us to whatever our next move is, because we don't have that credit. Like I mentioned earlier, we got the combined credit of 9. So, that's it. I'm very tired, and I can't wait to just get to that next chapter and just have like a couple days, just breathe, and then start over, clean slate, you know? So I'm very tired. I've been very stressed out, but hopefully everything goes the way that we're hoping. We'll just start over from there. Whole new era. Going from the stressed era to the blessed era. Thank you for asking, Tarinto. Jane Caulfield, MMA Guru chat, so toxic. I can't even watch him, and he doesn't seem to like women. Yeah, I've said it. I know you've all heard it, where I say that, like, he's never been anything but nice to me. He has apparently said a lot of nice things to his chat about me, said nice things in his videos. He's DM'd me before I've DM'd him. We had good conversation. But I have said several times that his chat is cancer, that his fan base is just horrendous. And I know what you're saying. I do wonder how much of that is, and I don't want to be like a whistleblower or anything, you know, but like, I do wonder how much of that is I do wonder how much of that. Okay, I'll put it this way, because the MMA Guru knew exactly what he was doing. You know what? And good for him, because that dude is stinking rich right now, like legitimately. He got to where he got from very strategic rage baiting, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. It was more than apparent that that's what he was doing. It would just be video after video, rage baiting, Ariel Hawini, Charlie Sonnen, Dana White, whatever, Sean O'Malley, and then he got their attention. Boom, Sean O'Malley took the bait. He was on his podcast, talking to his trainer, talking to Sean. Same thing. It was either rage baiting or like super, pushing for someone, championing someone like Dudu Plessis. And you get, every once in a while you get a fighter that's like, I'll show up in every interview. Yeah, let's do a collab. Let's do an interview. And then, so I do wonder how much of, because I do know a lot of, here's what I'm saying, in case anyone's wondering what the point of this is. I hear a lot of people say that they don't like him because A, B, or C. And I do wonder how much of that is strategic rage baiting and how much of that is authentic. And I understand sometimes that doesn't matter, especially depending on the topic. So I don't know. I try my best to be diplomatic. But I get it. And, yeah, I like to poke fun at stuff too. But I'm only speaking of and for myself right now. I'm not saying this of myself to imply that I'm saying anything different about someone else. I'm just saying when it comes to me, if I'm making fun of any topic or anything, I'm doing it and I've already decided how to. And sometimes it's not as easy when I'm going off the beanie in the moment, but I've done my best to craft it in such a way that the viewer feels comfortable laughing along with it because it's silly. It's not malicious. You could see there's no actual hatred behind it. It's not gross and uncomfortable. It's all at its core silly. And when you know that you're building everything off of a ball of silliness, everything just becomes, everything beyond that is just like, well, we know what's at the core of this. This is just a good time. But yeah, I know it's not like that for everybody. And sometimes stuff will just spew out, Alan Brooks. Oh yeah, it's nothing the same. That's why I'm just always amazed. Because like, especially in the MMA community, a lot of the people are just like bottom feeders, So it's like, how is this community so different? This is legit the only channel I've ever become a member or even sent any kind of support, to be honest. I'm on disability and I'm a single father, but I want to see this succeed. Bro. There's been times throughout my journey on here since I've been doing this where I've been like, I can't wait till I like make it, and I'm like there and I'm good, because I want to help out people that help me, and I want to be like, hey, remember when you did this for me? Boom. Thank you so much, Justin. That means a lot. You could very, very I don't even, just going out of your way, that's a huge gesture. And I wish nothing but the best for you. I hope you stumble upon every bit of luck and success and fortunate coincidences possible. That's just an amazing gesture that you absolutely don't have to do. All I could do in my situation right now is just make sure I'm not allowing you to do that in vain. That every time you're coming in here, checking in, you're like, he's doing it. He's doing his thing. He's taking it forward. He's not disappearing. He's not just being lazy. He's not phoning it in. Yes, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm supporting them, and I'm happy to do it. Thank you. I'm pretty sure even Guru hates them. I don't mind giving tips, but I get annoyed when they put the tip in my bill. I feel like I need to judge. I do not like that. It makes it very uncomfortable. It takes like a thing. It's like assuming that you're already gonna do the wrong thing. It's assuming. It's like them forcing it upon you and assuming that you weren't going to, do it out of the kindness of your heart. And it just makes it feel ugly. It makes it feel gross. And then just the way I am, I'm always like, wait, so should I tip on top of the tip then? Because I felt like since it was mandatory, it's not even a tip. It's so dumb. And then they'll give you options sometimes. You want to tip this much, this much, this much. And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to look stupid if I choose the smallest one. So now I got to at least choose it. It's so dumb. They muddy the waters. Yes. I'm glad that you're happy about it, Christopher Keefe. I'm glad that you got it. Who does Guru even like? I know he likes Dudu Plessis. I know he likes Tom Aspinall. I think that's it. They make him do all the funny stuff, and it's just cringe. We all do funny stuff. They make him doing all the funny stuff, and they're just cringe. Yeah, I mean, apparently, I'm not like making stuff up here. Apparently, he it seems like he got to where he is. Kind of built his thing off of like impressions and like doing whatever the chat says, and like, hey, I would take his money, but at the same time, I wouldn't like building it like that, Justin Sanders says game over. Game over. Which game? Which game's over? What happened? Man, my wife saw all that COVID money I gave a while back and got in trouble, man. Oh, bro, I remember that. I remember you were throwing down. Ryan Holiday. Bro, I'm sorry about that. She saw the COVID money. That's how Marilena gets on me with that Carl's Jr. money. I could relate, bro. We were probably getting the earful at the same time. I apologize, bro. I didn't want you to get it like that. I'd hate my chat if they just wanted me to do impressions and call me a fat pig. I know. It's like he created a monster, But he probably wipes his tears with his money. I don't know, but I don't know. It's hard for me to judge because it's like I don't know what he's taking home. I don't know exactly to the penny. So depending on what kind of, if he has thick skin, but it's like, how long could you do that? Are you going to do that the next decade and the next one and the next one? Or your kid's going to be watching your stream while everyone calls you a this and that and tells you to, look, I should probably stop talking about it. I don't feel right talking about it because he's like a contemporary of mine, I guess you could say, or like what's the word I'm thinking of? He's like a parallel kind of like, and I don't want to feel like I feel like it's different being a YouTuber or whatever. I don't want to make it feel like I'm talking papas or anything. I feel like I can't really get away with that, because we're like, I can't think of the word right now. Where you're kind of like contemporaries or like parallels or peers. I feel like we're like peers in a way. But yeah, the whole impression thing and all that, it would just feel like people are like using you, and I don't know. I've noticed if someone comes in here trolling, we don't attack them. We either ignore them or show them love. Most of the time they can't handle it, or they just stop because no results. Yeah, I see that all the time, and I love it because they don't get what trolls are seeking, like what bullies are seeking. We don't give it to them. And they're like, they get confused and they're like, you're not we're not taking the bait. I've seen them kind of just like lose heart and they just give up, we love them out of here. This was a few years ago. People were using the hard N word with the hard R. That's weird. I'm assuming they weren't people that would typically use a hard N and a hard R. I guess they wouldn't use a hard R, would they? I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Ay, ay, ay. That's weird. So they were like Bryce Mitchell, like 3.0 kind of stuff, or that's unfortunate. I can't believe I let this get it. I didn't think there was even a possibility of this getting away from me because there's not as many people here. I don't watch any other MMA channels either, but we all know why. Is it because MMA is boring right now? I appreciate you, Terry. We got to watch out for Terry. Terry's the new one in the family. We got to bring up Terry Wright. Yup, I watch the fights and I watch your channel. Only I can't listen to the rest of the talking heads, and you are hilarious. Bro, thank you. I never wanted, I wasn't even supposed to be like a talking beanie, you know? I was supposed to be doing demonstrations and teaching the Mexican martial arts with Flaco. I think that's why it's different when I do it, because that's not even what I wanted to do. So when I do it, it's like I have to entertain myself to even be able to do it. So then I guess fortunately it shines through. Because I remember when I was kind of coerced into it and it was like, hey, we don't really have the resources or the capabilities right now to do this you and Flaco thing. You're just going to have to sit there and talk. And I was like, what? That seems boring. I'm just sitting there talking. I don't want to just sit there and talk about fights. We think I am Ariel Hawini? I don't care. I don't want to talk about other full-grown men's accomplishments. That seems pathetic. I never understood someone who had aspirations to be like an actual MMA analyst or reporter or something. It's like you're literally hoping, you literally have ambition to grow up and talk about other full-grown men's accomplishments. And that always drove me, like, how? I want to be the one accomplishing things. What are you talking about? I'm going to make my money off of talking about other dudes and how they met their goals? Shouldn't I be making my own goals? And I think that's why I was forced to do it differently, because it's like the only way I'm going to be able to do this is if I have a real good time doing it and just being silly. That's the only way I'm going to be able to get through this. I haven't kept up with MMA, but I catch occasional events. I don't know anybody nowadays. I enjoy the fights when they're good. GM caught my attention with the early stuff. So you been here, huh? You been here. Hey, Grando HVS, I'm doing everything I can to get us back there. I'm doing everything. And if I get that rental house that I want that has that big old shop, I'm going to put a dojo in there and me and Flaco are going to get back to work. I'm telling you, Grando, it's been worth the wait. Play the piano as people walk through when they come look through the house. Just be like, hello, how are you? I have not seen that. Is that on his channel, Alan? You and the other Jesse, the one that's always on fire. You are the only two MMA content creators I watch. Oh, that's cool. We've done 2 videos together, 2 collabs on his channel. It's not like a steady thing either. We kind of do it infrequently. But I enjoy it, and I hope we do more. I don't even know what that is. Death sentence. I need to look into that. I don't know who that is. Having a blast is a ton of work. Having a blast. What is wrong with my brain? I'm just used to that being a phrase. Having a blast. Having a house is a ton of work. I live in New Hampshire. Spend all winter shoveling. Oh, I can't imagine that. I was just up in the foothills for some event. And they were showing me like the markers that they use for when it snows, and I couldn't believe how high it gets. That would freak me out, man. I wanted to be in karate since I was a kid, but it never happened for me until today. I found my people in a weird moment of divine intervention and the unibrow video. Hey, Terry, I don't know if you've gone back and scoped some of the older videos, but this is where you could learn the martial arts, the Mexican martial arts, in a controlled, introverted type of environment. You don't even got to go out brick and mortar. You don't got to buy some pajamas. You don't need to buy any kind of clothing to do it in. You don't need to go and risk staph infection and stuff like that, full fungus. Well, I got it, but it wasn't through the dojo. But I wouldn't be able to pass it to you through video, you know. But I mean, if you go and watch the older videos and the ones that I'm talking about, hopefully I could be bringing back sometime real soon here. This is your place. This is your place. It's not all talk right here. We walk the walk sometimes. I'm trying to get back to it. It gets a little tiring just only being a talking beanie, you know? The only cancer we have here are July birthdays. Rage bait Sal's. It does. It does. The black belt kind? Yeah, there's so many different types of karates you'll find out when you start, like, you know what I would like to do that would seem really fun? Kyokushin. I would like to try to find one close by. Would have been interesting if John Jones would have took the guru bait. I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way, but I feel like it says a lot about the people who do take the bait. It's like, really? You're not successful enough in making enough money that you're gonna bite on something like this? Like, it's such a bad look. It's such a bad look. But I guess other people that are trying to grow their social media and they just think maybe there's something in it for them, or maybe they're just like Sean Strickland, where just like that, you could rattle them and throw off their whole life and they're so insecure. I don't know. But yeah, like Ariel's never taken it either, right? I think Ariel was the first one that there was like all that whatever with and content. I don't think he's ever addressed it, right? GM, I could say from experience, you'll look back at these days and say, look what the Lord has done. Look what he's brought us through. I do it with my wife all the time. I appreciate that, bro. I'm very much looking forward to that. Every once in a while, when I just have like a couple quiet moments, I just like try to visualize like a period in the future where like life is just like slow and mellow and calm, and then we could reminisce. It's been like a terrifying roller coaster, I feel like, for too many years, like for a pathetic amount. And I feel like I have to take that blame and realize I was just doing so many things incorrectly. I wasn't being organized. I wasn't being disciplined. And I feel like I could have got to a different place so much sooner if I just would have locked in better. But I appreciate that. I did enjoy his videos for a minute, but his community is nuts. And you get that community from letting those people reign their meanness. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I've said it before. I think I said it to him. I've said it to other people that the dude is a workhorse, and he's a library of information. Just a machine. But I'll tell him, bro, your people, they're terrible. They're little animals, bro. You and Guru are truthers. Yeah, he's not afraid to say anything that has anything at all to go against the narrative, you know? And it is refreshing to see sometimes. It is refreshing. That's why look, I will say it again. I will say it nonstop. I will say it till people are sick of me. I do not understand. And I refuse to understand the hate that MMA Joey gets. And I truly feel like if anyone says anything negative about him, that they're just saying that because they feel like they're supposed to, because they heard other people saying it. Because I watch his takes and they're all truther takes. They're all against the narrative. They're all exposing. They're all objective. They're just saying what it is, even if people don't like to hear it. Like, every time I watch that dude, I'm like, bro, I feel like this is my take. That's a good take, Jane Caulfield. He's likely a fine person. Mighty Mouse thinks so. That's a good way to look at it. I didn't think about that before. That if Mighty Mouse likes him enough and he's doing that stuff with him, that says a lot, actually. Um, yeah, movies are terrible now. That's why I need to hurry up and make my movie. Um, I felt like a buster. Hey, I'm glad to be back, Chuck Fury. I'm glad you're back here. I'm glad you're home. Um, Tarinto, but Grandmaster MMA Joey does a lot of rage bait. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, and for real, I feel this way for real. I'm telling you. I don't feel like I've ever watched the MMA Joey video or live stream where the rage bait or whatever wasn't backed up. Like, I don't feel like he puts misleading things or acts over the top or anything for the sake of it. Every time I see a title that looks like it could be rage baity and I watch the video, I'm like, yeah, this is justified. This topic that he's talking about is crazy and he's passionate about it. Yeah, it checks out. So personally, it would be hard for me to just write it off as rage bait and be like, yeah, that's all he does. He's a rage baiter, because I feel like he walks the walk. And if he's full of rage and it seems like he's baiting people, he delivers when they get there. I mean, that's how I feel. I got to be honest. I taught both my daughters, if you can't afford to tip something, don't go out to eat. That's good. For a lot of reasons. That's good right there. I always take it a step further and make them tip me. I tried to like it twice and it just unliked. Your new motivation has helped me keep my wheels moving. Hey, Rob's neighbor, I hope this helps you even more. When I'm on here, I feel like I got that high. I feel good. When I'm doing this, I feel like I'm doing what I'm meant to do. And I feel like I'm in my element, you know? When the show stops, you know, as it were, when the show stops, I mean, I had it last night. I wrote a new song last night. When the show stops, I have those moments of worry, of concern, of doubt, of what am I doing? And it's been really, really good the last week or two. People have been showing up. People have been very supportive. And then what's the worry? How long is this going to last? Of course. How long can I pull this off? And it's just, so the reason I bring that up is to let you know, I hope you don't just see this and be like, how come I can't feel that amped up and funny and into it and in the zone and full of energy? Bro, when the show ends, when the lights turn off, it could get dark sometimes. It could get scary. It could get very tricky. So I just say that to encourage. It's one of the reasons why I honestly, the book of Psalms used to be one of my favorite, I mean, my least favorite in the Bible. I have to admit that. Because I was like, it's just a bunch of songs, you know? I want some meat. I want some content. I want some scripture. And I didn't get it. It's one of my favorite now. Because within it, there's lots of moments of David especially, and mostly, just absolutely crying out, just saying, God, where are you? Why have you forgotten me? Why don't you listen to me? I'm up to my neck in tears. I'm crying all day. What do I do? Why aren't you delivering me? Why aren't you helping me? Why have you turned your face away from me? And I remember when I came across those, I was like, whoa! And a lot of people think the scriptures or whatever is, and that's why I hate, and I think contemporary Christian music is so deadly and dangerous. Because it's so beautiful and fluffy and happy. And it's like, that's not how it is. It's about a lot of fear and discouragement and if and what if that and trials and questioning and crying. And when people just see a certain thing, they're like, oh, I can't relate to that at all. I don't know how that feels, so that must not be for me. Or I've been in it forever and I've never felt that. I must be wrong. Maybe I just can't get it. Just like people who can't get hypnotized or whatever. I guess I can't get whatever that is, so I guess I'm out. And then I thought that's what it was when you would read different Psalms. And then I realized these were provided to allow people to relate to through every step of the way. There's happy moments, there's worship moments, celebratory moments, scary moments, moments when people fear death, moments where people have struggled with their faith, moments where people said, "Are you even there, God?" And it was like, whoa. They take you through like every single emotion and how people would relate that to God. And I went down a rabbit hole right there. The reason I'm bringing this up, Rob's neighbor, is because I want you to know. It's a roller coaster. I'll be on here and I'll try my best to turn it on, but there's a lot of iffy moments. There's a lot of sad and dark moments and worrisome moments. But I keep checking back in, just like today. I thought, I'm too tired. It's too late. I'll just start over fresh tomorrow, right? And I thought, no, I'm going to do it. I did the stream before this one, and now the members only one. So I hope, it might have sounded like the opposite for a moment, but I hope that did encourage you, because I'm pushing through even through the hard, sketchy, scary times. Wait, what's I can't believe the chat is this far ahead of me. Oh my gosh. Okay. You are right. GM Guru has been looking very depressed recently. Is that true? How come? I've noticed, at least just, I'm not super tuned in, but it seems like he hasn't been as active lately. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. My tip starts at $5, and then I add or take depending on experience. They might owe me by the time I leave. The only hard R I know is responsibility. The new buyers won't even know the legendary moments that happen in that room. I've thought about that a couple times. Like, bro, this is my dojo. And I did think about how crazy it's going to be for the people. Like, they have no idea, like, the craziness, all the crazy moments, Like, I don't want to overbuild it or anything like that, but yeah, I'm glad you said it, because I've been feeling the same way. Chuck Fury at FuriousComedy.com. To be fair, Guru was right about the Hawini Hut Jr. Hawini Hut Jr. What was that about? What did he say? Hawini Hut Jr. I missed that one. Oh, no. So the dudes that helped me shoot the Mexican martial arts videos and edit and do the sound and the lighting and all that production, they moved to Austin, Texas. It's crazy. They're over there with Joe Rogan and Kill Tony and all that. They're like right there in Austin, Texas. Flaco still lives right here in the same town as me. It's stupid. He's right here. All we need to do is, I just need to be stable enough that I don't have to do 2 jobs at once. Once I'm able to know I could just wake up and do this and only this, then I'll feel confident about being able to carve out the time so that I could put Flaco back into the mix and make sure that he's getting a little something too. The red panties in the closet. Hopefully, as someone who watched MMA could appreciate the holy temple that you once called home. I was thinking, like, when I leave, maybe I'll just shoot him a link and be like, hey, by the way, this was my dojo. Or I don't know. Get a new viewer from it. Sell a house and get a viewer at the same time. What do you think? Hey, I should dip out now. I could hear Marilena right outside my window right here doing work. It's 10:33 at night. She's just outside right here doing work and probably needs some help. We also got to get up early and do more. Here's what I want to do from now on for the members only streams. When this stream is over, if you would be so kind, I would appreciate it if you would leave a comment in not the chat, but the actual comment section, as brief as possible, just to let me know what's a topic that you would like to talk about in members only chats. It could be whatever. I can't even think of anything right now. But just things that you guys would like to just chop it up about. Like, let's say one of them is so good, we just talk about it for a whole hour, whatever it is. I also like just going back and forth the whole time in the comments, but I'm sure a lot of you in here would appreciate some kind of coherency as well every once in a while. So I would be interested in seeing what you guys would like to talk about. Obviously, nothing dumb that's gonna make anyone feel uncomfortable. Or, like, we don't need to talk about any serious dumb, like any political or what's your stance on it, or nothing like this is where we get away from all that kind of stuff, you know. But just like, it could be something funny about food, it could be something about music, it could be something about martial arts, but it doesn't have to be. This is for you. This isn't for me. You know, when it's the other stuff, I get on because I have a point of view that I want to share. I got stuff I want to get off my beanie. But in here, I want to know what you're most interested in. And I know I should go help and I should get up early, and we got a lot more to do and prepare for. There's some stuff I got to some stuff I should probably adjust in here. ARJR721, have your videos playing when they walk through. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. It's better unscripted. It feels more natural. That's cool. I was always terrified about being unscripted. That's good to hear. Thank you so much for being here. Honestly, and I'm glad, you guys are always far more positive than I could ever expect. But as far as I'm confirmed, and I'm always going to be way more analytical about this kind of stuff than it, because I'm the one doing this and I always critique everything and I'm my hardest critic. This is the worst one we're ever going to have. Honestly, I felt a little bit embarrassed about this one because I started late. I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of out of my, my brain doesn't feel where I want it to be right now. I know that there's people right here waiting on me and I just feel a little bit funky, but it's only going to get better from here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing it up. Thank you for showing up. We're going to keep this thing going. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll be looking out for your comments so I see what you guys are interested in. And I have every intention of being back tomorrow. And we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. I'm not 100% sure yet that I want this as a long-term thing. Thank you, Justin. I'm not sure I want this as a long-term thing to even be a daily thing as far as the podcast, because I don't want to do overkill, Maybe it'll be podcasts and then a video and then a whatever and then I edit it. I don't know. I kind of like doing it daily right now because it's fun for me. And as long as it's fun and it makes sense, why in the world wouldn't I do it? But as far as the members thing, I think that should be a daily thing for those who even feel like showing up. And if they don't feel like it and they have to work and they have to do something, well, then they come in for the next one. But we'll see. We'll figure it out as we go. I want to say thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. You be safe out there. You have a good night. 2 hours of sleep. Oh, I'm so sorry, bro. 5-hour energy. Once a week for members. Hey, you're trying to make me go light. Okay, you're trying to make me go light. We'll see. We'll get a general consensus. I definitely don't want to overdo it, but one is like I could at least do more than that. We'll see. I don't want to overdo it. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out.